Morning to all of you. Myself, Mrs. Anupama Das, a teacher in political science, brings a heartiest welcome to all of you in my new YouTube channel that is Prerana YT. Friends, before providing my video in this class, I want to share some more important information about my channel. Prerana YT. It will be a specific channel mainly devoted for the student of political science. It will provide the student audio, video as well as written materials for time to time. Simultaneously, this channel also provides scope for the student to ventilate their demands, doubts and problems regarding different topics of political science. So, I hope this channel will create a successful ground of knowledge, cooperation, and sharing. So, without any lapsing of time, let us move to our first important topic of political science, that is public administration. Student, public administration, it is a dedicated academic field. As an activity, it is as old as social life itself. But as an area of study, the birth of this discipline is a recent origin. Most scholars, they agree that public administration born in 1887, when Woodrow Wilson published his article, The Study of Administration in Political Science. This attempt gave an encouraging start to the study of public administration. Gradually, it started developing as an emerging social. In 20th century, public administration got a new position, gained a real form, and achieved popularity as a significant subject of study. The rise of modern welfare state, increasing of modern state activities, led to the growth and importance of the subject. So now public administration has emerged as a very popular area of study and research, expanding its scope and popularity. Analyzing its historical background, its history says public administration is as old as human history itself. Several Indian and Western thinkers have dealt with the subject in the past. Kautilya's Arthashastra, Aristotle Politics, Machiavelli's Prince, and others also contained details about public administration. However, they did not have even used the word public administration up to 18th century. Probably Hamilton was the first to define the meaning of public administration in USA towards the end of the 18th century. After him, Charles Jean Bonin was the first author to write a separate book on public administration titled Principles Administration Public. So public administration was studied over a long period of time, a part of other discipline, but was not recognized as a separate discipline. It was for the first time Professor Woodrow Wilson provided a greater necessity for the subject. He took a very concrete step for developing a scientific foundation of the discipline through his article, The Study of Administration, in the year 1887. This was the beginning of the public administration as a separate area of study. For this great contribution, Professor Waldo rightly called Woodrow Wilson as the founding father of public administration. So after analyzing the most important historical background of public administration, it's now time to understand what is the real meaning of public administration. Student, when we see the word public administration, It is a combination of two important words, public and administration. But the most important word here it is administration. It must be understood first of all. The term administration, it is a combination of two Latin words, that is ad and ministere, which means to serve, manage affairs, or looking after the people. So administration is a process of management which is practiced by all kind of organization. Administration consists of doing the work or getting the work done by others, because administration is a necessary activity for every organization. It may be called a technology of social relationship. It involves rational organization and management for man and materials. According to Felix Negro, administration is the organization and use of men and materials to accomplish a purpose. According to Luther Gulick, administration has to do with getting things done with the accomplishment of defined objectives. After explaining the word administration, let us understand the meaning of the term public. What actually mean by public? The term public signifies that public administration relates to the people as a whole. Since government is the agency of the state, which alone acts for all the people of the state, the term public has come to acquire a particular meaning, that is governmental. So in simple words, we can say that public administration is the administration which is concerned with the activities of the government. It is the sum total of activities undertaken by governmental officials to give effect to public policies. So, analyzing all these definitions shows that differences are there on two important points. First, whether administration is the whole complex of activities relating to a purpose or special activities exhibited in all fields. Number two, whether public administration is confined only to the executive branch or executive works. So let us explain and analyze all these points. In the first definition given by L.D. White, it covers a wider view of the nature and scope of public administration. The definition given by Luther Gulick, it covers narrow view of the range of public administration. The definition given by Pevner, it covers the wider view of the nature of administration as well as of its field operations. So it is very clear that public administration has to do with people, managed by them and served for them. This idea of public administration is primarily concerned with the following subjects. First, what government does, how government organizes, staff, finances its work, how administration secure cooperation and teamwork, how administration is held accountable. So public administration covered the entire part of administration with a cooperative human effort for the achievement of common goals. It is the action part of the government through which the purposes and goals of the government are realized. Public administration has been described as heart of modern civilization. It has been considered very essential to create social harmony, to maintain peace and stability in the society. It is managed by human beings and serve for them to analyze the nature of public administration. There are two divergent views of public administration is there, broader view, narrow view, an integral view and managerial view. As far as the broader view of public administration is concerned, It includes the areas and activities of all the three branches of government: legislature, executive, and judiciary. It refers to all the activities undertaken for the implementation of all the public policies. The narrow view of public administration is concerned only with the executive branch of the government at all levels: national level, state level, and local level. It studies only with those masters of organization, procedures, and methods which are common to all. It involves the managerial activities which unite, coordinate, and control the activities of public officials engaged in implementation of public policies. Thereafter, the integral view and the managerial view of public administration. The integral view of public administration. L.D. White upholds the integral view of public administration. He writes, public administration consists of all those operations having for their purpose the fulfillment or enforcement of public policy. Public administration involves the activities of all the personnel engaged in the running of the administration of the state. This view holds that public administration is the sum total of all the activities of all the public servants. It covers activities like manual, clerical, technical, managerial, and others, which are undertaken by all the servants of the government. The activities of peons, clerk, supervisors, managers, all are very essential in the sphere of administration, from the lowest to the highest rank in all branches of government. So this view of public administration is also called as the subject matter view of public administration. View of public administration. Luther Gulick, Simons, Thompson, Smithberg, and some other scholars advocate the managerial view of public administration. Luther Gulick uses the word postcurve for describing managerial view of administration, where each letter of the term postcurve refers to a managerial function. Planning. P stands for planning, O stands for organization, S stands for staffing, D stands for directing, CO stands for coordinating, R stands for reporting, and B stands for budgeting. The managerial view of administration holds that administration is really the function of the managers or top administrators to perform all the above functions. Public administration is nothing else than the whole government in action. It is a discipline concerned with the enforcement or implementation of public policy by the organs and agencies of government. We can follow integral view. However, while studying it as a system of management, coordination, and control of the activities of the civil servants to secure the goal of public policy, we can follow the managerial view through the performance of postcurve function. Marshall E. Dymock, Glady O. Dymock, Coing, and several others uphold this synthetic view of the nature of public administration. Public administration admits both integral and managerial view. Thus, public administration is both integral as well as managerial in it. So with this, I have already completed my nature of public administration, meaning of public administration, its historical background. So in the next video, I will provide more information about its scope, significance, its evolution part. But before having this video, please, it's a request to all of you, please subscribe my channel and please provide some likes and share with this so that I will be more inspired to provide some note materials and videos for all of you. So thank you all with this, and we will meet you soon.